everybody. Thank you for joining me again this week on another ingredient throwdown. This one is going to be our anomaly again. We're not going to talk about ingredients today. What I am intending to do today is walk you through my Plexus routine. Walk you through where I store the products, how I take the products, and what results I'm seeing from the products, okay? So I hope that sparks a little curiosity in you to just follow me around my house as we go through the products. So let's go. All right, y'all, welcome to the kitchen. We're just sitting on the counter here right by our first stop of the day. So right after the coffee, which is down here, this is where we store some of our Plexus, okay? So it's basically all the powdered products. Our first stop of the day is the hydrate. Now this is something that I have just added to my daily routine after I did the reset because of the research and just how dehydrated we are when we wake up, right? So replacing those electrolytes along with the water and the fluids is really important. And all I do with that is mix it up in the little Plexus bottle that you can even purchase these individually. Otherwise, they come with most of the welcome packs. The next stop would be the bucket of Plexus I have labeled here. So we've got both slim varieties in here, the hunger control and the microbiome activating. Of course, the difference in there being that fiber. Now, I notice personally, if I do start to crave sweets more than I have been, I just switch to that other variety of slim and that seems to take care of it for me. Every day, I also mix the collagen in with my slim and I mix the greens in with my slim. And again, I do that right in the Plexus bottle that's provided. Now, of course, any type of water bottle is going to be acceptable as long as you can shake that in. We also have got our little frother here, so if we do have trouble getting anything into solution, we can add less water, use the frother, and then just fill up with water. Now, the other things we've got in this bucket would be the active and the hydrate packets rather than just the container, okay? So portability. Now the active is not something I take every day. However, I think most people do the more I talk about it, and they take it even mixed with their slim because it's delicious and it gives you that extra lift. Now, it just so happens we keep the block in here too because it's in the kitchen. This is something we can grab right as we're digging into a pizza or something that's just not typical for us to be eating. All right, you guys, that's how I start my day. I start it with the hydrate, then I try and drink a big bottle of water, and then I go on and use the slim with the collagen and the greens. So let's move on to where I have the rest of this stuff stored. All right, y'all, welcome to the master bathroom. This is the other place where we store the majority of our products. So we've got a drawer in here that is fully stocked. Let me show you. All right, you guys, let's walk through this drawer. Let's walk through my morning routine. Now, we've started in the kitchen and did our powder products. Now we're starting here. Now, the first thing that I take in the morning, Immune Plus. And it goes without saying what that's for. It's strengthening our immune system and even more. I've become a firm believer in this product. And even if it's not something you take every day, I would recommend you add it to your regimen when you start feeling punk, when you're going to travel, when you're going to be around maybe a big family event with lots of sniffly kiddos and that type of thing. It's just going to give that extra boost for your immune system. The next one's nerve and ease. So if you are treating something like an autoimmune disorder that is very heavily inflammatory based, your dosing may be a lot different on this product than mine is. But for me, for the ease, I take one in the morning and I take one in the evening. And the same thing with the nerve. So the ease is going to give your inflammation a kick down the road. The nerve is going to help for nerve regeneration. And again, it's not that I have neuropathy, but when I researched the ingredients, it also helps for varicose veins. And that is what I'm using it for. The next thing I take in the morning is a vitamin C. This is an extended release. This is not a Plexus product, it's a standalone. But again, for our immune health, I just find it is really a good benefit for you to be on. All right, a couple more things I take in the morning are the Vital Biome. The Vital Biome is a straight probiotic. 8 different strains other than what's in the ProBio 5 that are specific for digestion and for mood, okay? So I take one of these every morning, but when we get into those winter months, or those dreary days where it's raining and I just really struggle with my mood, I will take 2 of these and I can tell a difference. This is something you're going to notice an effect in right away. The next one is the MetaBurn. The MetaBurn I also take every day. I take 1 every morning, even though general dosing is 2 every day. So 1 in the morning and 1 I would recommend early afternoon. Metabolism booster, fat burner, all in one. I love this for what I would call a secondary effect, and it gets me in the zone. It really gives me that boost of mental clarity and focus that I need to get my mojo in check for the day. So at this time, that's my morning routine. Let's move on to bedtime. Now, most of you are probably thinking, she totally skipped the bio cleanse. I did not. This is something that I take all as one daily dose because I want that push for elimination purposes. Not everybody is needing that, but for my system, that is what I require. So I will take anywhere from 4 to even 6 of these at bedtime. Now, my needs will change on that from a day-to-day basis. If I have eaten a lot of crap over that day, which we all have days like that, right? And then I'm going to want to use more that evening. Now, if that is not your jam, where you're not struggling in that department, if you space these out throughout the day, you're not going to get that effect. All right, the next thing I take again in the evening is the Ease, which I talked about, and another Nerve, which I already talked about. I also add the Mega X. Omega product, plant-based omega product. These are small, they are little gel caps, but these are not those crazy oversized fish-based burpee capsules. These are very manageable to fit into my routine, 2 at bedtime. They are taken at bedtime because they cause relaxation. So why not take them at bedtime? The next thing I take at bedtime also is a vitamin D supplement, a standalone. And again, I think this is important in our routine because we are all deficient in vitamin D. The next thing I add is milk thistle. This is for liver support, and this is something I add every day because I'm a wine drinker. And even though that may be only a glass or 2, I want that liver support. And the last thing that I have added to my night routine is the X Factor Plus. Now, this is the multivitamin, of course. Now, it can be taken and generally is taken in the morning. But for me, because I'm starting to have these night sweats businesses, I have changed and I'm kind of monkeying around with the time of day I'm taking it. So at this point, I'm taking 2 at bedtime, and that is helping with those symptoms. Oh, and one more thing. This honestly should be taken with food. I don't take it with food. I do know better, but I still don't. Things just don't upset my stomach, and these I have found just to be better for me to take at bedtime. And the last thing that I don't want to ever overlook is the ProBio 5. So the ProBio 5 is the probiotic that also has the enzyme blend in there. So not only is it going to repopulate and seed our good gut bacteria, but it's going to weed out the junk in there. Generally, Candida overgrowth. This is really important to keep in your routine. Now, this can also vary on how much you take every night. So for me, I generally take 2. Now, if I have, again, had a crappy day in eating where I have not behaved myself, I will take 3 to 4 at bedtime. And that's just giving that kung fu grip to those additional sugars that I've added into my system that are feeding that residual Candida remnant. Does that make sense? So we do not want that to take hold again and overgrow, and that's how you can keep that in check. And of course, we have our little backup back here product because I don't ever recommend you running out, which is again another brilliant reason why Plexus has you set up a subscription for that reason. Life gets hectic. You don't want to run out, because trust me, if you run out of a product, especially a product that you are really noticing a daily difference on, and you run out, you are never going to run out again because you will notice the effects that fast. And I'm sure some of you can see this little bottle hanging out back here. This is the CBD oil that was available for a while as a promotional product. I still have a couple bottles left. Sometimes I will take this at bedtime. It's not routine for me anymore, but it does cause a really nice restful sleep. If you have had a day where you just cannot close your mind down, that is going to help you relax. And that's all for the bathroom drawer. And wouldn't you know, I left out the Joyome serums. And yes, I definitely use the Joyome serums. I use the AM in the AM and the PM in the PM, and they do make a difference. They help to stop the progression of how your skin ages when it comes to fine lines and wrinkles, and just the texture and the smoothness, the glow to your skin. They are fantastic in 2 easy steps. Now, of course, in between all of those products, I want to be drinking water, straight water, and I mean it. So half your body weight in ounces, and you are going to notice a difference. Staying hydrated is really going to help these products work. And one more thing I have to just kind of point out. When I started these products and started on the triplex alone, I rolled my eyes when I saw all these people talking about being basically on the whole line of items, right? And I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm never going to be that person. Well, trust me on this one. The more you learn about what these supplements do for your health picture, how they can keep us healthy on the front side for quality of life, I continually added one more product and tried one more product at no risk, because you've got 60 days to figure it out if it's a good match for you. All right, you guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for hanging with me till the end here and going through my routine. I hope you have found some value in that. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about and you are new to this Plexus train, check out my link in the description box. You can get on that link and nose around and find out what all this stuff is about. Ask some questions. Curiosity will get you on this train every time. And again, I'm going to list a couple links for other videos that I've done. You can check those out in the description box as well. So thanks again for joining me, and cheers to your health and happiness.